Welcome back to the Demon Sword Master of Excalibur Academy. Anime Review, episode number 3. We're here discussing episodes 5 and 6. So, yeah, an official stampede is going on. So, we get a build where then the actual stampede happens. I'll get to what exactly it means. So, yeah, this is weird branching associated with the voids. And it basically crawls his way. Thanks. Also, they're kind of informed about this, but the commanders are informed about this by one of the members of the platoon, the one who actually scanned Leo back in episode 2. And of course, apparently the reason why she's able to communicate with him like this is because the guy who's there, apparently her father was on his advisory council. So it brings us some data that he doesn't really believe, but there's actually evidence to support it because they actually detected his stuff. Basically, what she was mentioning, and apparently, like they consume like a room that gets away, and eventually gets itself to the power plant, which is controlled by monocrystal. And meanwhile, though, at the orphanage, also Leo's made this distinct away from her job as a someone makes donuts, and of course she proceeded to protect the 18th platoon. While, of course, the wolf proceeds to follow them, of course, they eat some of the food, too. They, of course, take like some humans. And, of course, also, he took a time to protect... And of course, they also have, like, a dragon. Yes, a waver, a big one. They're like, even dragons produce this stuff. Interesting. My understanding by looking at these creatures, these voids, they're probably dead monsters turned into that have been crystallized. That's probably what the voids are, just previously killed monsters from some point years prior, and as for why the heavy advancement in technology just doesn't make any sense. Like, are you saying 60 years, basically, that the technology basically looks almost modern day stuff? So, by the way, you can get like a map of the area. They did in episode 5. Excuse me, after finding it. Hey, Dad.
Here's what you've been waiting for all day.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna go take care of the fish I'm cooking.
Okay.
Mom's on her way home, so I can tell you.
Okay. Anyways.
Say something to me?
No. Anyways. So. Yeah, the stampede starts going on. And, of course, you have Stella, Celia, and Leo protect the orphanage. And after taking out some creatures, and of course, she's surprised the fact that he can use fire. And then the ground opens up, and she gets pulled inside. And then he finds out who's responsible for this. It's a sorcerer he knew prior to events of the series. Which they actually kind of show this very same sorcerer in the flashback they had beginning episode 6. So... then eventually follows him down, falls and goes right to the power plant, fights him, and of course we actually have where Celia gets to activate her vampire powers. Yep, where she uses her own blood to slice the vine she's held in, and of course she's able to spout wings. Yes, wings. And also when before this happened, Leah's having a conversation like, how the heck are you still like? Of course, basically, this was into him. Like, there's one thing he said that got him piqued his interest. An empty star. Yes, an empty star. And it's also revealed he also assimilated all the priests of a sacred order. That's why he was do 10 spells at once. Eventually, he is defeated. Yes, he is in fact defeated. After all is said and done, and of course, some will recover. And by the way, during the actual fight, there's actually a Hydra version that shows up during the fight. Yes, a Hydra. And so, like, yeah, I can buy the fact that's a Hydra. Because it's got 6 heads. So then basically during the fight, he's able to defeat him by basically unlocking something. They do explain in a flashback that he was given this by the woman who made him into an undead being called the Demon Sword, which is a version of the Holy Sword. And you use it to defeat the actual Void Leader. Excuse me. And then the very next day, he is sore. Because the fact he's in this young body. And then, of course, basically, Celia's like, can I have some, like, let's say some blood, like, fine, you can have liniment, or sucking his finger. And then his teammate comes like, that's a guitar protocol. And, of course, it's a funny ending. But the episode's not there because we have debut of a princess who's voiced by Brittany Kowalski. This is the second series I've come across where she is in. And this is also the first time I can think of where she's played a princess. Yes. Actually, second time, because she just did this in Tales of Wedding Rings. Yep. But definitely good 2 episodes. It wraps up book 1 pretty simply. And it's something that basically book 1 takes like half the season. And then the rest of the season is basically through books. But yeah, great 2 episodes. Can't wait to discuss the remaining 6. But, gonna go back to some reading now. Yep. So yeah, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn notifications, and do not hit the dislike button. Next up, we have a comment corner, okay? Next video. Bye.